It's January 25th, and I have another message from the aliens. Now, yesterday I shared a pretty long message from alien Enki, who is the leader of the Galactic Federation's Council of Light. Today, I have a message from Enki's brother, who's one of the leaders of the Galactic Federation's Council of Darkness. And as a reminder, darkness is not the same thing as evil, but more about that in a minute. As some of you may already know, when Enki walked the earth as God Enki, he had a brother who also walked the earth, known as God Enlil. And today, he goes by a different name. Today, the being known formerly as Enlil goes by alien Prometheus. So I reached out to Prometheus today and I asked him if he could comment on that and share a little bit of his backstory. Unlike his brother Enki, alien Prometheus would like us to imagine him in his alien expression. Here's how alien Prometheus wants us to imagine him. He says it isn't literally what he looks like in his natural form, but he called it directionally correct. Okay, so back to Enlil for a minute. You can Google Sumerian god Enlil and read some pretty negative things, but as I mentioned, I wasn't introduced to him that way. I was introduced to alien Prometheus, and I got to know him as a wise, kind advisor, not anything similar to what you can read about Enlil. So today I asked Prometheus to comment on that. And as usual, I received his response telepathically. I translated it into words on my iPad. I asked him to confirm my interpretation, and now it's ready for you. Here's the message. Aliens, like humans, have souls and are on a constant path of learning and growing. In my role as a leader of the Galactic Federation's Council of Darkness, it is my job to hold the polarity of darkness in contrast to the light. Darkness is not the same thing as evil because the only evil that exists is human-made and fear-based. Darkness is a part of all of us that is important in our soul's journey of growth. It is unhealthy to ignore, suppress, or deny our darkness. It is often exactly what we need when we are facing oppression, when we need to rise up and defend others, or even when we tell a lie to avoid hurting someone. Yes, I am the one who walked the earth as Enlil, but it is not accurate to say I am the same being. The actions I took as God Enlil were not as negative as the mythology describes, but it isn't totally wrong. It was my job to hold the pole of destruction while my brother Enki held the pole of creation. This was necessary for Earth's greatest good at that time. The work I did in ancient times enabled Earth to experience a reset, and for my own soul to ascend to a higher level. Later, as an advanced soul, I walked the earth as Prometheus from Greek mythology, and this is still my preferred identity. It was as alien Prometheus that I first experienced love, and that enabled my soul to advance yet again. It is still my job to hold the polarity of darkness, but as Prometheus, I can do that from a place of strength, wisdom, and love, rather than focusing on destruction. In the past, it might have been advisable to fear me, but today I offer my support to humanity from a place of fierce protection. You have my word that even in my role as a leader of the Council of Darkness, I come in love. So that's the short and sweet message from alien Prometheus today. I'm so glad he came through with that message because I really think that as we move into the next phase, when the ships are being discussed in mainstream media and fear is bubbling up, we might have to call upon our darkness to get us through certain conversations and situations. Alien Prometheus wants us to know that that's healthy. That's a normal part of being human. But he also advises us to start from a place of Enki's advice yesterday, which is do everything we can to stay positive right now. The very best thing for us to do right now is for us to keep our energy high, to keep love in our heart, to really stay centered in that positivity. It's not always easy, but it's what I'm doing right now, and I hope you'll join me.